What's up guys, Rhino here and welcome to another FIFA 20 Ultimate Team video on the channel guys, and today I've got a big SBC for you guys to complete, and honestly there's no excuses with this one. I'm just going to say straight away, you got to get this one done guys. Honestly, it's ridiculous value. It's literally just come out, but just before we get on to the SBC, I do want to talk about something which I forgot to mention in the previous video. I did say I was going to do at the end, and it's about the objectives. Just because the first season is coming to an end, or it probably will have ended by the time this video gets out, if I'm honest. So I just want to do a quick kind of recap as to like how I did in the first season. So these are the only things I've got left. Week 6 gold, a couple of objectives here, but I never really had any kind of desire to get these done because they're only for XP, and I'm at level 30, which you will see here. So obviously I got my Taliso, literally got everything. I had that done like with like at least a week to spare, so no real reason for me to get any extra XP as far as I know. I don't think it will carry over. I don't see how it will work to carry over in my opinion, so I think it will just start as a fresh. When the season does refresh later on today, or may have been earlier today, probably when the video comes out, but you know what I mean guys. So yeah, only a little bit left. Like squad battles, this is squad battles 2 for me, so I already did the first set where I scored in like 60 squad battle games. I just didn't really play enough and really have the desire to play a lot of squad battles to get that done. Daily objectives, of course, that's just the kind of thing that's always there. Everything else is done, so all these like week 6, week 5 stuff, icon swaps, I've got every single one. I've got 12 out of 12 so far. As welcome to friendly stuff is done. Buying or like selling transfer, buying or selling players, sorry, on the transfer market done. Scored in 60 online games twice, so I scored 120 online games. I've done like set 1 and 2. Squad battles obviously did set 1. Done the elite storyline stuff. Done Salah's story. I did like Hazard's story as well. So yeah, there's all the stuff there, like, and all the other random bits that were announced that haven't stayed on there. I've done that throughout the season. Milestones wise, we're obviously, you know, that we got all year to do this, but we're making good progress. So 79 out of 100 for squad battles. Rivals were on 76 out of 100, and then foot champions were on like 68 out of 100 to get to the next step. And then I've done a couple of the squads on here. I've done 3 of them so far. So I've done Piemonte Calcio, Juventus, Napoli, and Cagliari. That's just for players that were just in my main team. And I'll certainly grind my way and work towards this at some point. I'm not really in any kind of rush at the moment. I don't really have that much of a desire to get this card, but obviously I will get it at some point because it'd be good to have. Obviously, foundation's all done. So just wanted to kind of do that little recap just before the next season does begin, just so you guys can see how I got on as to kind of where I'm at. I should probably qualify for foot champions as well, actually, just whilst I'm here, while I think about it. And we're going to have an SBC, so apologies just for that little thing at the start, before we get onto it. Now, it is actually a really good value SBC. It's phenomenal. I honestly thought EA probably made a mistake, but we're going to get it done before they realise that they've made a mistake. And it is a player of the month Jamie Vardy SBC. So actually, before we go to this one, let me just have a look at the actual card. Let's have a look at the stats, shall we? So for some reason it's still got Aubameyang up there. I don't know if you normally do that, but we've got 2 player of the month cards out at the moment. But this is the new one that's just been released, only sort of like an hour or so ago. I think a lot of people knew it was going to be Jamie Vardy, really. Obviously, Leicester have been incredible. Like, he scored a lot of goals over the last month, obviously including, I think, your hat-trick in the 9-0 win against Southampton. I know, like, Jose Perez got a hat-trick. I want to say they probably both got a hat-trick. I may be mistaken, he might have only got 2, but I think it was a hat-trick. So, the card looks really good. I mean, I'm not sure if it's much of a boost on the normal one. I would imagine like the shooting is probably the big thing, like physical and dribbling. I think the pace is obviously pretty similar at 92. Passing, I'm presuming, has gone up a bit. I guess he just kind of has like quite a low passes stat anyway, because 69 obviously isn't like amazing, but it's probably good enough for the sort of player that he is. High work rate is quite good. I don't like that he's only got 3-star weak foot, to be honest. So 3-star skills, obviously the skill miss isn't really a problem for me, but I know for a lot of people it will be. In-game stats, so he's obviously like finishing, just like really good. And he's, don't get me wrong, he's not like incredible in every department, but when you see what this SBC is going to cost, you know, it is very much worthwhile doing. But you're not really going to have to put anything into this, guys. For starters, you can see straight away you only need 1 squad. And if we have a look on the right hand side, it's literally an 83 rated squad with 75 chemistry and 1 Premier League player. I mean, that's like ridiculously easy to do. That's about 25k to complete. A lot of like 83 rated Premier League cards have gone up in value, which you would have seen in my previous video. Like examples of like Henderson, or there was one other player I looked at, I can't remember now. It wasn't John Stones. I know I have him in my club. It was somebody else I looked at. Basically, all the values have gone like right up. I think probably a couple of 83s have in general, but it's mainly the Premier League ones. But you don't even need to have a high-rated Premier League card. You see mine, I've literally got Vestergaard, like in defence. This is all first-owner players. I haven't bought anyone in this team. This is literally costing me nothing at all. And as you can see, there's a lot of dead links going on. It's really not too difficult to get the chemistry at all for this, guys. And a couple of players, was it just one player that's like kind of drastically out of position, or it's not even that bad, in like Sydney at left back there. So the squad we got Buffon in goal. Obviously confirmation is first owner. He's getting obviously a green link to Kirby, and then he's getting a green link to Bonaventura there in midfield. Obviously Vestergaard is our Premier League player. The rest of it's just literally just like plucking players from your club, guys, that are going to hit the rating requirement. I don't really see the point in going out and buying a lot of players for this. You shouldn't really need to. You should have a few players in your club already by now to get this done. Right back, we've got Sergio Roberto. We've got Pedro Leon there on the right midfield position. He's getting a green link to Borja Iglesias as well. Rabiot's there just getting a little soft link to Bonaventura. Kind of a player just to hit the rating requirement, really. Coutinho is the big one. I got him yesterday. Yeah, I think I got him. Yeah, he was in the same pack that I got my second Griezmann. So I got him yesterday, and he's actually like not worth that much. He's worth a lot less than I thought. Like he's literally like, you see there, like 12k is not even gonna get bought. So he's unbelievably cheap. So I didn't mind sticking him in as an 86 just to make it a little bit easier to get some other slightly lower rated cards in there. We've got Artur as an 84, and obviously Sydney there at left back. It's first owner card. Honestly, guys, I think this is 100% worth doing, especially because like Premier League Player of the Month cards, you don't get the opportunity to complete them that often if you're just like a casual player, or you don't have like ridiculous pack luck, or you don't sink loads of coins into the game, or you're not a good trader. Like if you don't have loads of money, a lot of the time you can't do these SBCs because they tend to be like the massive players, like your Aubameyangs or your Manes, or like in previous years like Hazard or something like that. Like it's always really difficult. But when you get a player like Vardy, similarly to like Pookie right at the start of the year, it's just worth doing. And because it's a striker, it's somebody that it's worth, you'll use them. Even if you don't use them in the starting team, you use them off the bench. Like he'd be a great super sub. Really like nimble, nifty little sharp player to bring off the bench. It'd be absolutely brilliant. So I'd recommend doing it, to be honest. I mean, it's going to cost you very sort of like minimal amount. Like I said, 20-25k if you're going to buy it all from scratch. And chances are you're going to have a lot of players in your club anyway, because it's just 83s essentially. Like the Premier League, having one Premier League player just isn't really like a requirement that you need to think about, because a lot of the time, if you're going for 83 rated players, you're going to be picking players from major leagues anyway, because there's not going to be many that are going to be high enough rated from the other leagues. So chances are, if you just take players from the 5 major leagues, you're going to just get a Premier League player anyway, if we're honest. So yeah, we've got Vardy in the club. I reckon we're going to see him a lot this weekend. We should see him in a lot of people's teams, which I don't know whether that's going to be a good or a bad thing. Obviously, I've not even used his normal card yet this year, so I couldn't say if he's going to be like ridiculously good, but for that value, I couldn't really say no to that. I'm guessing EA are just happy with that as an 83. It's been out for about an hour and a half now, and they haven't brought it down, so I'm guessing that's just going to stay like it. So yeah, as soon as you can, guys, just get on this SBC, get it done. It's going to be a great player for you in this up-and-coming weekend league, and potentially even more weekend leagues like moving forward if he is like that good, if he's like literally like a next level player. But yeah, Premier League, obviously not going to be like loads of green links for him, being English and Leicester, but he's going to be a good option anyway regardless. So that is going to be the end of the video, guys. I think Vardy will just end up on my bench probably. I don't see, I'm not going to like change my team for him, of course, because my team is working quite well now. But if you did enjoy it, then feel free to smash the like button. And obviously let me know what you think about the card, whether you think it is worth it. I mean, I would imagine everybody's going to think it's worth it. But just let me know, like, if you used him and how he's got on for you, and if you used him in like Weekend League and how he's done, things like that. And just what you think about the SBC in general. And if you think even VARDY actually should have got the Player of the Month card, I mean, that's obviously something to debate, isn't there? Obviously, there's a few other players that are up for it. If you would have preferred somebody else to have got it instead of VARDY, let me know about that in the comment section below. And obviously, if you want to see some more of my up and coming FIFA 20 videos on the channel, then obviously smack that subscribe button and turn on the little notification bell thing as well, so you get notified when the new videos drop. That would be much appreciated. It's helped me out a lot. But that is it from me, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you later.